Attention all planets of the Solar Federation. We have assumed control. I got like a alert on my device that said today is National Handmade Day. I feel like this whole national holiday thing is way overinflated. When I was a kid, it's like if it was a holiday, that was a big deal. Like President's Day, not even a day that we celebrate, but we looked for that because we were probably getting off of school or something. Now it seems like there's like a national holiday for virtually anything you could possibly imagine. There's probably a national cats eating pizza day or something. I'm just saying, if I ever get in office, I'm like closing down 90% of the holidays. We need to make holidays mean something again. In the morning roundup, big old popcorn, just about done. I put in work and it's all for the kids, but these kids done forgot what work is. Of course, we have a magnificent Big David here. Big alien head, just about done. Of course, we have a classic Saruman pipe holder. Celtic skull, wastebasket. And here we have the other part of the dragon guitar holder. First one got done, so this is gonna get done today. We got everything rolling in here, but I realized yesterday was the 1st. As you guys know, I can eat out on the 1st and 15th. That's the rule. Other than those cheap burritos. So we are going to do that, and I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get coffee. I had a bunch of leftover coffee from yesterday. I'm feeling pretty caffeinated. Real nice out today. A little overcast, but good temperature. You know what we're gonna do? I was thinking about doing Chinese buffet, but I think we're gonna go to Barkeeps. We've been there before in the series, but basically it's like a bunch of different East Asian foods, and they have Indian food as well, and I think I'm gonna get some curry or something. That just sounds real good. Normally when I go to Barkeeps, I get a beer because they have a huge selection. They have beers from the actual brewery that we're next to. But I'm feeling a little schlubby today. Maybe it's just being overcast, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling like super energetic, and I don't want to get sleepier or be less energized than I am. Maybe if I was real hyped, a beer would be nice, kind of slow down a bit, but I think we're gonna skip it. I don't know, I almost feel like some fajitas or something. Man, it's just so good getting that sizzling skillet of fajitas and stuff. Man, I'm really having to think. I've said this before, but one of the magical things about only eating out on the 1st and 15th, twice a month, is it makes it special. It's actually exciting. You know, when you just eat out all the time, eventually it just stops being fun. But now I actually like have to think about it. It's like, you know, because I'm actually gonna enjoy it. All right, we're going to this place called Guacamoles. Like the name suggests, they do have good guacamole. The dude straight up made this in front of me. He literally mashed everything up, salted it, did all the things. Table side. That's impressive. Man, that was really good. Hit the spot. I wish I could have gotten a video of them making the guacamole table side. They were mixing arils from pomegranate in there, as well as like tangerines. It was super good. Kind of a random thought, but for you entrepreneurs out there, remember that work is supposed to suck a little bit. In other words, if you are only enjoying running your 3D printing business or whatever you got going on, you're probably not quite working hard enough. Especially when you start being able to do it full time, it's easy to kind of get a utopian mindset, like you're supposed to just enjoy every minute of what you're doing. I do enjoy what I'm doing a lot, but like, I'm just saying you're not probably confronting quite enough difficulty if you don't kind of, if your work doesn't kind of suck sometimes. I used to work at a Mexican restaurant, not too dissimilar to that. And I just remembered how much that sucks. So it's like, you know, maybe being an entrepreneur sucks half as much as that, or a third as much as that, but that's not zero. Like if you're doing it right, it's gonna suck a little bit. There's gonna be times where it's like, oh man, I really don't wanna do another one of these things or whatever. Basically, if you're not doing that, you're probably doing it wrong. So embrace the difficulty. It's a good thing, and realize it's probably a lot better than what else you could be doing. Now, of course, in my case, I am not currently experiencing one of those things, but there should be times where you're kind of like, oh, I got to do another one of these. Although I will say, having a giant picture of Chuck Norris on the wall, that's very, very hard to turn on. This is really ruining the joke. There we go. Having a giant picture of Chuck Norris on the wall makes you feel a lot better. Also, part of the value of what we're doing here with the gratitude stuff, it definitely helps. Like there's a lot of things, I wish I could think of something specifically. There are things I have to do in a day-to-day basis now that I definitely would be kind of grumbling and complaining about, that I just don't feel the need to anymore. Like, because I've just realized it's kind of a privilege to get to do a lot of those things, even if they're not that fun. So yeah, gratitude does help a lot. See, that one went first time. What's going on? Today, among other things, I am grateful for the Vaporwave Einstein. We've only sold a couple of these, so you know, it's only a matter of time till somebody leaves a review, which means it's only a matter of time till maybe these things start selling regularly. Everyone gets a cupcake. Brans a puggaboy. German Shepherd. Couple of ukulele hangers. Whaley Boy. Couple of Strat guitar hangers. These are specifically designed for Stratocasters. Here's the sushi that I made for my friend. He wanted a sushi for his desk. However, I was gonna take pictures and like make this a product, but I don't even know what it would be marketed as. It's just a sushi. So I think I'm just gonna ship it to him. Maybe we won't make this a product. I just don't know how to market it. It's just a sushi. Well, we got that stuff out of the way. We're going to list the silver David Bowie trash can from yesterday. I got a package to drop off at Klein's, and I think we're gonna take a little trip to the thrift store. Just got this little guy today. Oh, these look like Amazon returns, huh? Rain. Oye, como va? Mi ritmo. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Now you're thrifting with a son of a... I should give myself an education. Hey. Not the greatest trip. However, this is a really, really interesting shirt. If you could feel it, it almost feels like it's made out of vinyl or something, like it would be waterproof. And you should check out these buttons. Like, look at those. That's pretty interesting. Also, an almost unused full-size candle for $1.99. Can't say no to that. It's a great shirt right there. Maybe this one will be used when we're taking pictures of the donuts. Probably tomorrow. Mailman. Got the big silver Bowie listed. Doing good on the goal board. We got a Marcus Aurelius here to package. Of course, classic Einstein. About to close up the shop for the night, but we are printing finally the Firewall guitar hanger. It's taken a second. We've had to get a bunch of other things done first. First in, first out. But we are printing the pieces. Like I said, it's a very bulky one. We might have to charge like 80 bucks for this, but I think it's gonna be impressive enough. It's gonna be just very worth it. I've been thinking so much about how I'm going to color this I think what we're gonna do, I think the most awesome thing is going to be if we make the red parts sort of the deep recesses of the flames. You'll see once it's done, but it's a bunch of spiky things that obviously look like flames. So I think we put red sort of deep down, and those will be like the shadows. And then we'll highlight it with lighter orange, and then of course some yellow peaks basically. I think the coloration is gonna give it a real sense of depth, and I could see it being a huge product. Not only does the SEO work really well, but I just think it's going to be very visually grabbing. We put a lot of work into this, including knocking off the little things, but I think it's gonna be a big one. Yes, I keep the wrenches on magnets right there. It's 3D printing shop closing time. Time for the 3D printing shop to close. But you can't print here. I think I'm most grateful for the guacamole. I didn't even know you could put pomegranate stuff into guacamole, let alone pomegranate and tangerine stuff. Like, it really makes me just want to make that. Man, it was so good. So easy to make guacamole. I really might start making that for myself. That was good. I'm glad that I'm finally printing the fire guitar hanger. It took forever to design that thing, but hopefully it's gonna be a big one. I mean, I think it'll be really cool. But yeah, I think I'm going hard on this guitar hanger thing. When we think about all the different categories we've made, like the dogs with jobs, all the other things, the guitar hangers are seeing fruit pretty much right away. So it's like, if we get 50 some, that takes so much design work, but if we get 50 some guitar hangers, it's like we're gonna be making some bank from that. Feeling good about the big food too. The popcorn's almost done. That's gonna be a nice one. Probably get the donut listed tomorrow. And then there's gonna be so many different ways to color the donut. See, this is what I'm loving about the big foods. The ones that we can color multiple different ways. It's just such a good strategy. But let's get into some Discord. Got a bunch of comments on the last episode. Made in the Spider Shed says, wow, I didn't realize the Bowie can was so big. It looks awesome in silver. It really does. It came out nice. Busy Bee Creations says, Dr. Phil episode. What episode I must find and watch? It's actually on Pluto TV. I think it's in the 2nd or 3rd season. Would have been 2006. Yeah, I think it would have been 2006. Mopar Dudes said that he wants to see it as well. Yeah, Meg pointed out that I did post a snippet of it on this channel. All you have to do is scroll through the videos and you'll see it. Meg says, question, can you talk about the benefits of having several different listings for the same item in different colors as opposed to offering multiple color options in one listing? I have similar items that might benefit from this, but I'm worried that spreading out the sales on multiple items means it won't look as good of a seller as it is. 2 mediocre selling products may not get pushed on Etsy as much as 1 banger selling product, for example. Yes, this is the classic dilemma. What I find is it's typically so hard to get views on a product that you might as well just do a whole bunch of them, and naturally one of them will just do better. See, you offer color options on all of the listings, but you can vary the SEO slightly between the different variations, the color variations that are each posted as a separate product. Basically, most of your listings are probably just going to get ignored, but if you make 5 or 6 different versions of it, maybe one of them takes off. And listen, if you really want to maximize it once that one takes off, just take out the other ones. See, this is one of the things where I'm talking about, you got to think from the customer's perspective backwards. Each listing only allows you on Etsy to have 10 photos. So if you have multiple listings, they're seeing more photos, more shots of the item, whatever it is, in different colors. So that serves the customer better, rather than just one listing that has a finite amount of photos. So yeah, if you have one that really takes off, I mean, if you think it's beneficial, just take down the ones that are similar, that don't get attention. But it's like, if they're not getting attention, what's the point? Oh, the other thing about that, See, what she's probably worried about is it ranking high. So what you need to be doing is making products that are in niches where like they're going to rank high because there's not very much in that niche. So basically, if the dilemma is having multiple listings that all show up, or having one that might rank slightly higher if there's only one listing to go after, if you're even asking that question, you're not in good enough niches. That's the real answer. Now here's an interesting question. Maybe some of you out there will know. It looks like somebody donated like 100 euros to me or something. What is that? Is that a super chat? Is that how that works? I'm gonna have to figure out what you even do with that, but that's very cool, thank you. He also says, hey man, I've been lurking from the Netherlands at your vids for a few weeks, and I must be honest, I regularly laugh out loud, and I only have this with Office episodes, as in The Office. So a testament to your jokes. Grateful for your jokes today. I wish you all the best and hope you don't underestimate the value of what you're doing, fellow farmer. Thank you, brother. Forget how you say thanks in Dutch. It's like pangeveld or something like that. Let's see here. The Sauce Rocks asks, was that a Prague reference? Probably, though I don't remember what you're talking about. Excerpts from A Future Past by Halas. The title song is good. The songs that got me into this are Astral Seer and Star Rider. I definitely don't know those bands or songs, which is surprising because I know a lot of prog. Maybe you've heard of them already, but it is good work music anyway. Well, thanks. Well, let's do one more. Rich Garden says, I'm grateful for the 6 items I posted on Etsy while watching your video. Very cool. I'm trying to inspire everybody to be productive. Well, if that guy sent me $100 super chat or 100 euro super chat, if that's really what happened, I am very grateful for that. But yeah, tell me what you're grateful for in the comments. Tell me what small things are making your day a little brighter. I like to read them, probably give you a heart, probably give you an upvote, and we drop these every day. I'm here for you every single day, just cranking out the content. That's the kind of gang we are. We're the Grateful Gang. We are the Gratitudinal Gang. We are the Gratitude Gang. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.